I sort of went back on what I've been working on. Like, I have this thing that I do where I am my biggest critic. I know that's common amongst most people, especially like if they want to get something right, they're just very mean or critical to themselves. And like, I know I do that a little too aggressively at times. And like, I've worked on not doing it for so long. Like, I was getting to the point that I was telling myself positive things every night. I was saying I do enough, I do A, B, C. And then it's like I go to this YouTube channel and I criticize everything I do. Again, I said in that last video, like nobody's watching this. Why am I like stressing so much? So it's like a lot of this is just on me to do it. But again, I overwhelm myself and then I just criticize everything. Criticism can be like one of those things where if you do it right, it can push you to the next level. It can help you get to the next thing. Like if I'm lazy and I don't want to exercise, I'll tell myself like quit being weak and just go. And it's like that little thing can push me to go to the gym or do some sort of activity or something. But I have to be very careful with it because for myself, I'll be very mean. And then it's counterproductive. What it was once doing, sort of building me up and pushing me to the next level and driving my motivation, now poisons my progress. And it's so weird to shift away from that. Like in college and high school, I was always just trying to tell myself like negative things because it would push me to change. Anything that I would work on creatively, I'd be very critical about it, say the most negative things. And it's one of those things, I forgot who it was. One influencer was talking about how like we would never talk this way to a stranger. So why are we allowing ourselves to talk to ourselves this way? And it hits every single time I say it. But to keep pushing that practice of like saying nice things and trying to be nicer to myself, I struggle with it. And making the video the last time just was like an eye-opener. Like I stopped playing Minecraft for like a while. And I was telling myself like any idea I had was terrible. It's not going to do well. Nobody's watching. Why am I talking to myself like that? And I don't know. I need to stop doing that. And I had a moment the other day where I was just laying down, overthinking everything about the channel. I literally didn't even want to post that video. And I was telling myself, oh, it's the dumbest thing you could do. You're an idiot. You're just consistent berating of myself. And like, none of it matters. At the end of the day, none of this matters. Like, I have done so much in my personal life that YouTube is supposed to be my creative outlet. Like, that was the whole point of the channel. It's literally some sort of creative outlet because what I do for work isn't very creative. And then everything outside of that is like just playing video games with my friends here and there. But this was like the one thing that was supposed to like drive creativity. And every single time I go to do anything, I criticize myself so much that I get paralyzed and I don't want to move. It is wild to me. The most minor thing can become overwhelming because I'm criticizing every move I'm making. It could be like I'm just talking to someone and I just shook their hand and say I gripped their hand a little too tight. I'm thinking about that, criticizing myself. Like, why'd you do that? You're an idiot. You shouldn't have done that. They probably hated that. And it's like that same thing goes into YouTube and I just need to stop. Like criticism, like self-criticism is such a double-edged sword. When it's someone outside telling me how to fix something or how to do something or their thoughts, their criticism, I can take that and build off of it very easily. But when I do it to myself, early on, it pushed me to what I have today. And that's great. But there's a turning point that it's starting to mess with my mental and forces me to just stay stagnant. And that's what I never want to do. So I literally am just surprised I fell back into the mistake of criticizing myself again. I had such a long stretch of not doing it, and that's why I was like making so many more videos. I was posting more. I was pushing further into the edits. I was trying different things, and then I stopped for a while. I come back to it, and I'm just criticizing everything. I just backtracked so far, and yeah, I just need to stop. I really need to work on what I have been, which is giving myself positive feedback, telling myself I am doing a lot. I have done the right things. I've been pushing myself properly. And if I continue to do that, I think like it'll make this process easier for myself, this creative outlet easier, because I want something creative. I'm personally not a fan of not having anything outside of work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep. It has to be something else. So this is literally just me yelling at myself and telling myself to stop. And that's why I wanted to make this video. So I don't know if this is going to help anyone or if anybody, again, watches. I'm literally just doing this for me at this point, and I just need to push forward, start pumping out the content I want to pump out, and move on, because I am not a fan of criticizing myself over a video game. Over a video game on YouTube that children play. Why am I doing this? Sorry I'm yelling at you when I'm really yelling at myself. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll talk to you guys on the next one.